All right, so we're looking at lesson number 7 in our Google Classroom. We're working out of page 377 in our book. It's called Hands-On. The strategy we're working with today is doubling a known fact, and we're going to learn some vocabulary, so you'll need your math folder with you. Okay, so let's start off with vocabulary. We're given a new word, a known fact. A known fact is a fact that you have memorized. You can use a known fact, multiplication fact, to solve a multiplication fact that you do not know. So in our red math folder, we're going to write down the definition for known fact. I already have it written in. A known fact is a multiplication fact that I have memorized. It's a simple one for me. Multiplying by 5s, multiplying by 2s. I'd like you to write that down. You can pause this video if you need more time. All right, let's build it. We're going to practice something here. So let's say I want to solve this multiplication problem, 4 times 6. One strategy that we can use is to decompose one of these numbers. Decompose means to separate. So decompose or separate the number 4 into equal addends. Let's take this vocabulary word and write this one in as well. Decompose means to separate into parts. So in your math book, I'd like you to write down under your vocabulary word decompose, it means to separate into parts. In the picture, it shows an array, 4 times 6, that's been actually separated into 2 parts, a green part and a blue part. So decompose means to separate. So let's try this out. We're going to make a model. Decompose or separate the number 4, right here, into equal addends. Well, I know that 4 is the same as 2 plus 2. So I broke 4 into 2 plus 2. Instead of multiplying 4 times 6, now I'm going to multiply 2 times 6 and make an array of that. Use counters to make an array for 2 times 6. I want to show 2 rows of 6. I'd like you to do the same thing. You can pause the video to make your array. All right, so here's my array of 2 by 6. I have 2 rows and 6 in each row. The number sentence for this problem is 2 times 6. I'm going to write that down in my book, and I'll set this aside. So my number sentence is 2 times 6, and I know that 2 times 6 equals 12. I'm going to draw a picture over here in my book. 1, 2, and I'm going to pause this. Okay, so I have my array drawn over here for 2 times 6. Now, I'm going to practice the strategy of doubling my known fact. So 2 times 6 is my known fact. I have that memorized, and it equals 12. I'm going to double it because 4 is 2 plus 2. I broke that 4 apart. So this was one of the groups I did, and here's my second group. So I'm going to make one more 2 by 6 array. I'm going to draw it over here just like I did. My number sentence will be the same. Oops. Okay, so here I have both of my arrays. Here's a 2 by 6 array. Here's a 2 by 6 array. They both are equal to each other. So I knew that 2 times 6 was equal to 12. And so this is also going to be equal to 12. I'm going to double these known facts. I call it a known fact because it's easy for me to memorize 2 times 6. I'm going to double these two answers, 12 plus 12, to find my total, which is going to equal the original problem of 4 times 6. So I have a picture here of what I just showed you. I have one array of 2 times 6, a second array of 2 times 6. This array is equal to 12. This array is equal to 12. I'm going to add those two products together to find my total answer of 24. This helps me to find my original problem of 4 times 6. My original problem asked what is the product of 4 times 6. I decompose the 4 into 2 groups. 2 times 6 equals 12. 2 times 6 equals 12. I added those 2 groups together by doubling my known fact, and I found a total answer of 24. So 4 times 6 would also equal 24. I'm going to write that in my book. 4 times 6 equals 24. So here's a recap of what we learned. 2 times 6 plus 2 times 6 equals 24. So 4 times 6 would equal 24. Turn to the next page, please. Okay, this time we're going to try it. I'm going to find the answer to 6 times 5. I want to decompose my 6 into 2 equal groups, equal add-ins. So I know that 6 equals 3 plus 3. So I'm going to make a model of just part of it. So instead of multiplying 6 times 5, I'm going to use a simpler number, 3, which is half of 6. So I'm going to make a model of 3 times 5. I have 3 rows with 5 in each row. So here's my model. Now I know, because it's a known fact for me, that 3 times 5 equals 5, 10, 15. I'm going to write that down on my paper. All right, 3 times 5. Okay, so I modeled the known fact of 3 times 5, and I did it twice. I drew 2 groups of the same array. 3 times 5 equals 15, and then a second array, 3 times 5 equals 15. Now I'm going to double my known fact. Remember, 3 times 5 is my known fact because it's a fact that I'm confident in, that I can do easily. Draw the 2 arrays, push together. So now I'm going to envision my arrays, my 2 arrays, as one big array. So this multiplication sentence looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times still the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's my original equation, 6 times 5. I'm going to double it by adding my 2 products, 15 plus 15, 15 plus 15, 5 plus 5 is 10. I carry a 1, 2, 3. So 15 plus 15 is 30. So this large array of 6 times 5 equals 30. Since 3 times 5 plus 3 times 5 equals 30, then this equation of 6 times 5 must equal 30 because I just doubled a known fact. So here we have some things to think about. Why can you double the product of 2 times 6 to find 4 times 6? Look at the numbers that are involved here. I'd like you to answer these questions, talk about them with a partner.